Good morning everyone. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about one of the wireless local area network, that is IEEE 802.11. This IEEE 802.11 wireless local area network works in two different modes, that is in infrastructure mode and in ad hoc mode. So we are going to discuss this system architecture in two different modes by infrastructure and ad hoc mode. As in the first diagram, it shows the components of an infrastructure and wireless part as specified for IEEE 802.11. There are several nodes which are called as stations, which are connected to each other with the help of access point in that area. The stations are terminals which have access mechanism to the wireless medium and radio contact to the access point. The stations and the access point which are within the same radio coverage form a basic service set. It means that the different stations and the access point in that area which forms one basic service set for that particular area. So in the diagram we have shown the two different basic service set, that is basic service set 1 and 2, which are connected with each other through a distribution system. A distribution system is nothing but which connects a several basic service set via the access point to form a single network which extends the wireless coverage area. The group of such several basic service set which are formed or grouped together to extend the wireless coverage area are known as extended service set, that is ESS. The ESS has its own identifier which is nothing but ESS ID. The ESS ID is nothing but the name of network used to separate the different networks into that service provider. Without knowing this ESS ID, it should not be possible to participate in the wireless local area network. It means that whichever user want to participate into that wireless local area network for the communication should be aware about the ESS ID of that local area network. The distribution system connects the wireless local area network via the access point with the additional element called as portal, which forms or which is nothing but the interworking unit to the other local area network. The architecture of distribution system is not specified in further IEEE 802.11. It should consist of bridged IEEE local area networks, wireless links, and any other networks. However, the distribution system services are defined in a standard. The station in the different areas can select the access point and associate with it, through which they will implement the communication amongst the different stations. The access point which is supporting the routing as well as, or we can call it as, charging the access points. The distribution system handles the data transfer between the access points. The access point provides synchronization within BSS, which supports power management and can control the medium access to support time bounded service. It means that the access point have the different functionality as which is for supporting routing, or we can say in addition to that the changing the access point, which also responsible for transferring the data from one BSS to the another BSS, which is also responsible for synchronization within that BSS, which supports power management and can control the medium access to support the time bounded services. So these are nothing but related to the infrastructure mode. Now we will move towards the another mode called as ad hoc mode. As the figure shows that ad hoc networks between the stations by forming one or more independent basic service set as shown in figure. In this case, we have represented the two different independent basic service sets, that is BSS 1 and BSS 2. In case of an independent basic service set, which is nothing but a group of stations which are using the same radio frequencies for the communication. In figure, station 1, station 2 and station 3 are in independent basic service set 1 and station 4 and station 5 in the another independent basic service set, that is 2. This means that, for example, station 3 can communicate directly with the station 2 but not with the station 4 or station 5, as those are in the different independent basic service set. The several independent basic service set can either be formed via the distance between them or by using the different carrier frequencies than the independent basic service set could overlap physically. It means that whenever we have to form the different independent basic service set, either we have to keep the large distance between those two independent basic service set, or we may use the different carrier frequency in those two different independent basic service set for the communication. IEEE 802.11 does not specify any special nodes that support routing, forwarding of data or exchange of topology information for such as hyperLAN or Bluetooth. It means that there is no any such special node which has a special characteristics which supports routing, forwarding data, exchanging information, which are used as in hyperLAN or Bluetooth. So this is nothing but the IEEE 802.11 system architecture, which works in two different mode, that is infrastructure mode and ad hoc mode. The question can be asked for 4 marks. Explain the system architecture of IEEE 802.11. Expected points are infrastructure mode with block diagram and explanation and ad hoc mode with block diagram and explanation. Thank you.